Alright, so welcome to part 2. So I was pounding the mochi with a wooden pestle, and so far it's not looking as smooth as I was hoping it would be, so this might be a recipe fail. So this was my first time ever trying to make mochi, so I was just hoping that maybe we could use this to make something that resembles mochi. So take it out of the bowl. Oops, still kind of warm. So we gotta make our hands wet again, and we're gonna knead it. Knead it like bread. Maybe that will help us get it back smooth. Which I've never made bread before by hand, so here's hoping I know what I'm doing. It's definitely very elastic, as it should be. Not nearly as shiny. It is resembling rice for sure. So I'm thinking ours are going to come out a little chunky, but I bet you they're still going to be delicious. I forgot to wet my surface. That might help because I don't want it to get too sticky. Alright, so thinking this might be what I'm happy with right now. We want to cut it in half. We're going to make our 10 pieces to use for the mochi. So, my hands are very sticky and slimy, so I want to make sure I wash them before I handle a knife. Cut it in half. It's looking kind of small. And then 5 pieces. I want to make it wider, longer. So, 1, 2. Getting these to be equal sizes is proving a challenge. I'm still running into the problem of having sticky hands with this knife. So I definitely want to be as careful as possible. So I'm wondering how flat these are going to come out when we roll them. From others, trying to make equal parts. Okay, I want to make sure we keep them under a damp cloth so they don't dry out. Alright, we're getting there. We've got our mochi and our filling, and now we're ready to spread it out. It recommends using a rolling pin, but I'm going to try it with the pestle since the pestle is round. So I'm going to try to damp my hands and round out this so we can have a nice, even, round mochi. hopefully it's coming along all right here. Like I said, my first time ever trying to make mochi. It's definitely not going to look perfect. Okay, we want it to be too thin. Alright. We'll put in our filling. So it says here to make sure your fingers are clean or the sides won't stick together. So right now I'm trying to calculate how to make sure everything's gonna stick together so we can get a perfect packet. So I already have the mochi coming out of one side because my rice flour is coming out of. Okay. So there is what my first finished product looks like. Like I said, not perfect, but hey, it was my plan to practice this first before making them for my club members. So I do one more. I want to say also thank you to Chef Nami of Just One Cookbook for sharing this recipe on her website. That's the one I decided to go with after doing my research. So thank you, Chef Nami. Got a lot of holes in this. Rice flour is definitely a little harder to work with because it is sticky. When I make cookies, I can usually use flour on my hands, and in this case, I just use water, which to me is just making it like more sticky. So my balls definitely seem to be too big compared to what I'm working with, so I'm going to cut that in half. Okay, see? Now that definitely came out a little bit better. Still have a lot of red bean paste all over my fingers. But looking better. So I'm not sure what happened, what went wrong there. But definitely we'll look into it. So I'm going to take a bite and see how this tastes. Oh my gosh. Delicious. So, even though, excuse me, this was a recipe fail, I hope you enjoyed the videos, and maybe in the future there'll be more to come with more success. So, with that, I say,